This is the first front lever session. So the front lever has been something that I wanted to achieve for a long time. And over the last couple of months, I've been just kind of dabbling in it here and there, doing some workouts. This is the first time I'm actually just putting down something more concrete. So 2 sessions a week. For 4 weeks, and then afterwards I'll assess and tweak the program, adjust it, and see what needs to be taken out or added in. So yeah, I'm always open to suggestions if anyone has any. So today we're working on session 2. Here we go. The general layout of my front lever sessions is consisted of 1 heavy exercise, 2 to 3 accessory exercises, and then core. The heavy exercise here today is the weighted pull-ups. I'm trying to work up to a 5x5. The weight I'm using is the 25-pound weight, a little bit less than what I normally use, but I really want to emphasize the correct form and also muscle engagement, meaning I'm going all the way down to a dead hang position and pulling up as much as possible. So I really should be pulling up to about my clavicles, but right here I'm only going to my chin. So I probably have to lower the weights in order to accomplish that. Here I'm emphasizing the correct and incorrect way of doing a pull-up. So here I'm going all the way from a dead hang, and here I'm kind of bouncing the pull-ups. There's really no absolute correct or incorrect way of doing an exercise. It's just what you're hoping to achieve with a certain exercise or a certain movement. So in this case, if I want to have as much lat engagement as possible, I do believe that doing a dead hang, doing a pull-up from a dead hang position is the most ideal. So second exercise here is, again, I don't know the name, but I call it a straight body scapula hold. You're basically doing sort of a half front lever position. You're just trying to get into the front lever position as much as possible by lifting your feet and engaging the proper back muscles. So the front shot, you're supposed to keep the elbows completely straight. I see that I do have a little bit of bend here. It's always interesting watching your own videos afterwards to see mistakes. Keeping the elbows completely straight will make the exercise that much harder. So shirts off, just want to emphasize some of the things that are happening with this movement. So you're contracting down, back, and in the movement you combine those two. And at the same time, you are pulling the bar down as hard as possible while engaging your core, your glutes, your hammies. So really, it is a full body engagement exercise to do if you can achieve the front lever. That's why I'm doing it. The second accessory exercise is a inverted row on Olympic rings. The idea here is to keep a straight line between the knees and the shoulders. And as you extend out your feet more and extend those knees, the exercise becomes harder. And later on, you can actually do it on a raised platform. So this exercise is really good for a couple of reasons. For one, it develops the unilateral strength on each side of the back and your arm, and also as you rotate and reach higher, it engages a lot of your core and your obliques. And since I do a little bit of rock climbing, this movement has a lot of carryover to certain boulder movements. And the third accessory exercise, the last but never the least, is the inverted scissors. I don't know the name. I'm inverted and it looks like scissors, so I'm calling it that. The idea here is really to mimic the eccentric movement of the front lever. So we covered concentric, isometric, which is contracting and holding, and then now we're working on the negative exercise, negative movement. So really just to cover all varieties and cover all angles. The most amount of muscle engagement I feel in this exercise is actually in the lats and the rear deltoids. So again, a different angle. You are completely inverted. Lots of stability work here as well. You can feel your body kind of tremoring a little bit, and then keeping your knees straight as possible. And if you want to make it harder, you can swing your legs out forward a little bit. So just to add more weight towards the hip end. And we are closing in on the end of the workout. Here I'm finishing the session with some dreaded planks. I absolutely hate planks, but if it's something I hate, I know I gotta do it. So something to be said about the muscle engagement when you're doing the plank, something you don't see because there's no movement. But the cue that I use is to, I want to pull the bottom of my rib cage towards the belly button and keep the abs engaged and tight for the duration of the hold, and really avoid any overextension or arching of the lower back. Because when you do that, that's when people feel the pinch or tension in the lower back, because the lower back spine is actually taking the weight instead of engaging your core to hold the weight. So that's the end. Stay tuned for more videos on my front lever progression, and I would love to have your support by giving me a like, thumbs up, leave a comment. And since this video is going to be shared on YouTube, you can help me out by clicking on the subscribe button, and I would really appreciate it. Thanks everyone, have a great day.